Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Petovich with your Father's Day weekend forecast update. Now, Saturday, today, is going to be an interesting day. The heat's going to take a little bit of a break. Still hot, don't get me wrong. We're going to be in the low and mid 90s in a lot of locations with plenty of heat and humidity. The difference today is you see this little spin coming out of Kentucky. That is the remnants of what was Tropical Storm Bill. You could see it up there moving across the Louisville area right now. And what's going to happen today is this little low is actually going to move pretty much due east into West Virginia and Virginia. Now that little spin in the atmosphere is going to help produce these little spokes of storms that are going to rotate around this system as we go into the afternoon. And with all the heat and humidity and just a little bit of shear associated with the remnants of Bill, we're going to see a risk of some strong and possibly some severe storms. This is kind of a spring setup in the middle of summer. And I'll show you the SPC outlook, which is the Storm Prediction Center's outlook for severe weather. This yellow area right here is what we call a slight risk. That's an elevated risk for severe storms. The darker green, which includes all the way down to Columbia, that's a low-end risk of severe weather. But you see how that risk comes down all the way to Interstate 40, and that's an area in particular we could see even an isolated tornado. That's not out of the realm of possibility this afternoon, especially late today. And here's the tornado probabilities. You see the green, that's a 2% probability of a tornado within 25 miles of any point on the map. And this kind of mustard color over towards Richmond and Virginia Beach and northeastern part of the state, that's a 5% chance. That's kind of high. And it's not a huge risk, but I'm not going to be surprised if we see a couple tornado warnings, especially north, and we actually could see maybe a watch issued at some point today for areas just north of Charlotte. It's in the mid 70s now. We're going to easily get up into the 90s this afternoon. The one thing you'll notice, plenty of humidity, dew points pushing 70 degrees in a lot of locations. So, okay, let's take a look at the Futurecast radar going into the afternoon hours, because I think that's going to be key to watching how things unfold. So what you're looking at is a short-range model that we call the NAM4. It's a high-resolution model. So let's go into the afternoon hours. We'll start this morning, and we'll go to about, let's say, 2 o'clock. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see storms starting to develop in the mountains. These are going to rotate out of the mountains, and watch these things develop by 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. That's a pretty good line of storms there. 5 o'clock. Here's the line. These could be some severe storms around 5 o'clock, and then by 6 o'clock, that line's crossing Interstate 70. But notice up in here, these storms right in here look particularly strong. That's the area we have to watch for maybe a possible tornado warning. But I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked to see one further south. The storm crossing over Charlotte there right around 7 o'clock tonight looks pretty strong as well. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So that kind of gives you an idea on what we're going to see later this afternoon. So if you have any outdoor plans today, please make sure you stay weather aware, because the storms that develop this afternoon, thanks in part to the remnants of Bill, will have the potential to be strong and severe. Of course, make sure you follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'll keep things up to date throughout the afternoon and evening, and we'll post any warnings as they're issued. Have a great day. Please be safe and stay weather aware, at least today. And going into Father's Day, it's going to be a nicer day. All you dads, enjoy it. We'll have drier weather, but boy, the heat is going to crank up. Just a sneak peek the next week. That's what we're looking at. There's the heat wave starting to build by Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday. Have a great day, and stay safe out in that heat and all those showers and storms.